think you are kidding, Mr. Putin. If you think we'll run and hide, we've got our boots laced up and ready, standing firm with stubborn pride. Who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Putin? If you think we'll run prepared, our hearts are strong, our will unbroken, every soul is battle squared. Your shadow creeps, but we see through it. Your bluster's just a hollow game. You may march, but we're not shaken. Our spirits roaring just the same. We've got our flags high, flying steady. Our voices loud, we'll make it clear. The world is watching, the line is drawn. We'll defend what we hold dear. Who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Putin? If you think we'll disappear. This land is ours and we're united. Every heart beats loud with cheer. So step away or face the thunder. This is a fight you cannot win. Who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Putin? If you think we'll let you win.
Hello everyone, welcome back to a full Preppers Fireside. Feedback, still getting feedback off somebody's mic there, I'm not sure who that is, I'm going to have to figure that out during, but we've got a full house. Andy, how you doing?
Yeah, good bit yourself?
I'm excellent, just a bit flustered with everything going on. Barry, Brown Coat Prepper, not seen you for a while, how you doing?
Very well, thank you, mate, very well, thank you.
And Hawkins, the man with no face, how's it going?
I'm doing better than Brian, mate. I don't wear socks, so they're nice and dry.
Oh, he started already. Even these Pepsi guys can't be friends amongst themselves. So wrong side, Brian. Wrong side. And Brian, Scottish Prepper 73. You are very low down today. How are you doing?
Low down's my middle name, mate. I don't know. Let's just adjust this there. There we go. Yeah, all good, mate. Apart from the Great Flood. Again.
Explain. People don't know. Come on.
So, built the workshop, and it's had more leaks than one of your tents, mate. It's been that bad. I know that was pretty
that's got to be an
aggressive.
Exaggeration. It's got to be an exaggeration,
mate. It was aye. So the footings of the shed extends out about a foot past the wall plate, and I've just noticed that the water's obviously been settling and wicking inside. So I've now currently got two dehumidifiers running. So yeah, great times.
I've just muted Hawkins for a second because it's him that's crackling and sounds like he's in a wind tunnel.
It's fine. We're not missing anything anyway. Him and his web toes.
It's you, that Hawkins. Just so you know, I've just unmuted you for a second, but it's
is
going
that
through.
Is that better?
Yeah, it's just like it's back. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah,
it's
it was. I have ventilation fans in the garage. I've just turned them off.
Yeah, so we can hear you, but you might suffocate. Excellent. Right, loads of comments in the chat. This is your live tonight. This is a Q&A session, so feel free to get your questions in. All the guys' channels are above me. They will appear every so often, telling you where to subscribe. Make sure you do that during as well. Ooh, fancy new things. And Miss Worm. There you go. We've also got Miss Worm and Evil and our other awesome moderators all in there keeping track. I will try and make sure I see all your questions and star them, and we'll come to them as we do. Put them in capitals if I miss them. If you put a super chat in, it'll get prioritized because it gets starred automatically. Blah, blah, blah. All of that. Disclaimers, blah, blah, blah. Off we go. So we're going to start with one of our gold members put a series of questions in, gents. I don't think any of them were serious, so you'll hopefully enjoy these ones. First one was, how are your legs? I don't know who he's talking about, so... Right, Hawkins, just mute yourself when you're not talking and unmute when you're talking. Please. Hello, Hawkins.
Yeah, I've got you, mate.
Yeah.
Let me grab some headphones, mate. 2 seconds.
All right, no worries. Right, okay. I think he's talking to me. My legs are fine anyway, so sorry about that. Phil said, "Is the plan still to move to Scotland at some point and rejoin the reserves?" Yes, and maybe. It depends because I've got to wait until I move, and if I'm too old by then, I don't know. So the plan is still there. I'm going to let you answer this question, Brian, even though I think it was to me. You have T-shirts saying Brian made me do it. What did Brian make you do?
Well, it's a sad story. It all began with a jar of Marmite, some Vaseline, and a packet of peanuts.
And I guess the YouTube censors have just kicked Brian straight off. I don't know what he was going to do.
Good times.
Here's a question for everyone. He mentions boot sales, but just in general, are there any preps you regret selling off car boot sales, and if so, what? Is there any preps that you've had in the past that you've got rid of, thinking you didn't need, and that you regret getting rid of? Andy?
Yeah, I got rid of when I left the army, mate, because I wasn't in the best frame of mind. I pretty much got rid of everything that would have been of use to me now. So
Oops.
Fire still.
I went into the store and I just dumped all my kit in there and said to lads, make what you want. And I just drove out of camp and never went back. So obviously I lost my tailored Basher, tailored Bergen, Webbit. I lost everything because I was just in one of those frame of minds.
Yeah.
So yeah, I regretted it all last year.
So you broke up at the end there, Andy. Say again.
Yeah, so it's all that type of stuff, mate, that I regret getting rid of. All my tailored stuff, Bergen, Webbing, Basher, just all that type of stuff, mate. I regret getting rid of.
Just that one moment.
Yeah.
Barry, anything you've had in the past that you regret getting rid of that would come in handy for prepping?
To be honest, I'm a bit of a bugger. I never throw anything out, to be honest. Do the odd car boots out and everything, but anything that's prep related, no. It's like gold as far as I'm concerned. Never get rid of anything.
Right.
Fair
Fair enough. Fair enough. He's so committed. He's kept a shirt from the 1850s.
At least it hasn't got a hole in like your tent.
Which one?
Which one?
Which tent or which hole? No. Brian, anything you've got rid of?
Boring answer, no. Sorry, I'm a hoarder. I just buy. The only things I'll get rid of is if they're actually knackered, worn out, or out of date, like really out of date food kind of stuff. Other than that, no.
Yeah.
So, boring answer.
Boring answer. Hawkins, anything you should have kept that you didn't?
No, I'm like Brian, I'm a bit of a hoarder, mate. So if it's got a use, it stays, and I just try and find more and more space around the house to cram things into. Hence boarding out the loft a few months ago.
Yeah.
And I'd just like to say, I put headphones on, and while I've been muted, I can hear the noise, and it's Brian's dehumidifiers.
It's definitely not.
Right, okay.
Because I can't hear anything now.
Surely, no? Oh, damn it.
Nice try throw me under the bus, fellow Pepsi drinker. I hope your Jesus sandals catch fire if you can.
I've got your back, Brian.
Thanks, buddy. You think you know a guy in any shafts you like that?
Elusive says, I never sell my preps. Paul Thomas says, air rail crossbow. Keys and ammo, says Heart Stew. Preparing the Path said the same as Bombardier. I think I went through a similar thing where I had loads of ex-military surplus and I got rid of it for more family-friendly camping stuff, which turns out family-friendly camping stuff is not as durable as military surplus. So yeah, I went through that transition and now transitioning back at the same time. So yeah, thank you for the question. I'm just going to
Is shaving the legs part of the transition? Asking for a friend.
I never shaved my legs, Brian. Wax them for the veterans. Come on.
You get more waxing than Mr. Miyagi. That was funny. That was one of your best videos, mate.
Oh, thanks.
Absolutely.
With the lowest number of views on the channel so far.
Seriously?
Yeah, lowest
Wow.
metrics so far. There you go.
Ah,
The more effort and pain you put in, the less reward you get. I could sit here and rant on about people on rubber dinghies and get much more views. Similar, what preps do you recommend we look out for at car boot sales? So I've got loads of suggestions for this because I do them all the time. So I'll go around the table first. We'll start with Hawkins first this time. Hawkins, anything you recommend picking up at like car boot sales and that for preppers?
I do not get up early enough to go to a car boot sale, mate. So I'm gonna have to pass on that one.
All right, okay, fair enough. Barry, while Brian's upside down and mooning the camera. Oh no!
Oh no! Oh, you've got mine.
My eyes. Quick, throw acid on them.
Oh, yeah.
That's us demonetized. Thanks, Brian. Carry on.
no problem. Sorry. It was before they started bitching about the light.
All right.
Yeah, spotted it. Yeah. To be honest, I think when you walk around the car boots, you just kind of keep your eyes open for anything in general. I mean, old tools are a classic that like a lot of people keep their eyes open for. You know, the non-electric type tools.
Definitely recommend.
I've seen army surplus at car boots, you know, but it's getting obviously stuff that fits the right size, etc. But yeah, I mean, to be honest, you probably won't even realise you're looking for it until you see it and you think, I need that, and you'll get it.
Yeah, usually at my stall. Oh. Brian, anything you've recommend picking up at car boot sales and stuff? I assume you'd avoid power banks from car boot sales.
Yeah, I wouldn't touch anything you don't know. Unless, of course, you could actually put it under load while you're there. And it was cheap. And what's the punt? Other than that, no, I wouldn't touch anything like that, to be honest. You don't know cycles. Pretty much same as Barry's answer, to be honest. Old tools, old hand drills, because generally the quality was better as well. New stuff's not built to last, it's true. It's just not. So predominantly tools.
Yeah. It's even the little tools you don't think about, like even drill bits. You get them now from B&Q. They won't, and they hit something metal or something, and they'll just shear. Old ones will go through anything. Andy, anything you recommend keeping an eye out for car boots and stuff?
Yeah, mate, you can get some pretty good steals on ex-military surplus stuff at car boot sales.
Yeah,
a lot cheaper than you would make on eBay. Like there's some crazy price mate on eBay for Bergens and stuff. Usually them off maybe 10, 20 quid at a car boot sale. So that's where I would look out for military surplus stuff if anybody was after it.
I keep an eye out for the Bergens and the bags and stuff like that, but they are one of the things that snapped up early.
Yeah,
I think people have started to cotton onto that one, straight onto Vinted. Thanks. One last question, obviously on the serious note from Philip Hull, which was all on the Gold Chat, and then we'll get to your ones in the comments. So don't worry, we'll get to them. And it was, if you met E.T., would you let him or her phone home? Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
It's probing time. Everybody was thinking it.
Thank you, Phil, for the serious questions. Andy's just like, what the hell have I signed up for? He's give up. Lee from the Bug Out's in the house. Hello, Lee.
Hey, hi, Lee.
Also, good news for anyone going down to the Midlands Prepper Meet. Lee will be there with the Bug Out shop. And Brian will be there buying everything from Lee at the Bug Out shop.
just one on that. Mike, Lee did a live before we came on, and he's running the Bug Out Weekender in October.
Has he got the dates? I missed that.
Yeah. I want to say 17th to 19th of October.
Excellent.
Lee, correct me if I'm wrong, but I watched it. So
save me a spot, Lee. I'm booking on. Save me a spot.
Yeah, Bug Out Weekender, mate.
He's doing some really good prices on his accommodation. It's cheap.
Yeah,
he's doing cracking deals for folk.
That's excellent. Well, don't tell him that till I've booked. It's really expensive till next week.
He can't put you in one of the cabins or anything. If you put your toe across your threshold, fucking thing will catch fire.
Yes, you can come, Mike, but you've got to stay 10 feet away from the site at all times. Brian sold his roof sealant.
Actually, Brian's got loads of it, funnily enough.
It's just not on the roof.
No, it's the floor that's leaking this time. The roof's fine.
Don't get you from one side, it's going to the other. I sold my
Giggity.
missus to get enough money to buy an EcoFlow Delta 2. It's good investment, Camping Kings. You've saved money and got something worth money at the same time there. That's two good
And no
moves,
matter
isn't it?
which button you press, it'll be the right one.
Till it blows up. Mrs. Worm has also just posted the Scottish meat as well. That's selling out quick as well. So loads of meats for you to get to. Don't forget, it's your Q&As. I'm starring them here. I've got a few. Here we go. We've got some good ones coming in shortly. I just don't want to miss any. Andy seems to be rubbing his eyes a lot. Are you okay, Andy?
Yes, mate, I'm okay. I'm all right.
He's crying.
It's the ass he threw in them when he saw Brian mooning.
It's the eye bleach kicking in.
If your bug out bag had to include one completely useless luxury item to annoy the group, what would you pack?
Ooh.
I like it.
Oh.
Hang on. What's the criteria here? Completely useless luxury item and to annoy the group. I don't think I can fit Mrs. Urban Prepper in my bag.
Oh,
Brave
dangerous
man,
talk for a
brave
man with no leg hair.
I was going to say the
I
leg
could say
hair's
what I
not
want
the only
after that
hair
one.
you're going to go missing.
There's worse places to get waxed than your legs, mate.
Andy, have you got an answer for Lee?
Probably a little portable speaker.
Yeah, just like for general music.
Yeah,
Player.
probably, yeah.
I
And
will
to find- and to
survive.
find out what song Hawkins hates the most and just have that on repeat.
Barry,
I was going to be mean and say the intro to your channel. But
I ain't got a clue on that one, mate. You go round, and I'll come back to that one.
okay. Hawkins.
well, I was going to say speaker and put trance music on, but Andy beat me to it. So I'll probably go for an air horn just so that when everybody's asleep, you can really just ruin the night.
Excellent. Brian.
A baseball bat that would be really annoying for the people that are annoying me.
That's not a completely useless luxury item, though, is it?
It wouldn't be much good to them. Nah, a gazoo, mate. If it to be really annoying and useless, a little plastic gazoo.
I like all you're all on the audio track. I was going to say a full-on bugle so I can play Reveille at like 6 a.m. to get everyone up on the camp sort of thing. So, Barry, have you got an answer yet?
No, I'm completely stumped on that one, mate, because like I say, everything I tend to hold is just like for prepping. So on that one, luxury. I mean, what do you class as a luxury?
Anything
Your
that
vinyl
doesn't
record
need to
collection.
be in there, I suppose.
Nirvana, to go with that shit.
I could have gone down a dangerous route and said like a pack of Pepsi or a pack of Coke, but I know I'd open myself
Watch
to so
yourself.
much ridicule.
Well, if you wanted the completely useless, then Pepsi, yeah, you're completely valid. If you want the luxury, then Coke. It's valid both ways. So yeah, I'll take that answer. It's fine.
Or you could take something useless like a tent that Mike's reviewed.
Or an empty power bank.
I see how tonight's going to go, gents. I really do. I see how it's going to go.
Invisible
It's fine.
sleeping bags.
Oh, Brian, you wait till the end credit. I've made end credits for this stream just for you, so it's all right.
I've got it.
I'll get my shots in early.
Right, let's go back to the starred questions here. Elusive Dartmoor, do you guys buy more preps in the winter as bad weather etc makes you think more about what can go wrong? Now I know we spoke about seasonal prepping in the summer for the winter last time, but do you find it gives you that mentality to get more stuff and prepping more?
Definitely.
Hawkins first, he jumped in, so go for it.
Yeah, I do. The summer months, I tend to chill out a lot, to be honest. But come autumn, when the leaves start dropping and the wind comes, and you can just feel that turn, can't you? Yeah, I do. I start thinking fuel. Like last year was my 2 47-kilo propane canisters that I bought for the Jenny, just coming into winter. But yeah, I do get a real sense of not impending doom by any means, but like if it's going to go wrong, it's going to be in winter when it's like miserable and cold, isn't it?
Yeah. Sorry, Irritate won the completely useless luxury item prize. So. Yes. Sorry, I'll go back to that question. Andy, do you think about prepping more in the winter? Does it spur you to buy more stuff?
The only thing I really prep for more so, mate, in the winter is obviously snow, because I've got quite a few elderly people in the neighbours in the cul-de-sac. I stock up quite a lot on like salt for the snow to clear the drives, so them clear the cul-de-sac, so them go shopping and stuff. So that really, mate, is the only thing I really extra prep for really in the winter. Is stuff to do with snow, really.
Andy.
I mean, during peace times, he's shoveling the drives, he's throwing salt on. During shit hits the fan, he's riding unicorns with a flamethrower, naked.
Yeah, but that's because peacetime KFC's still open. Once that goes, mate, everyone's fair game.
Game over.
The tigers are out.
Barry, do you think about prepping more in winter when bad weather comes in? Does it make you think more about it?
To be honest, I try and think a season ahead. So, like, come winter, I'm already set up for it. By that time, I'm sort of already thinking, right, spring's coming. What do I need to be thinking about doing? So, really, I mean, again, it's another form of prepping. Just think a season ahead. So,
fair enough. I mean, that's what we were saying about seasonal prepping. It's definitely the way to go if you can get organised. Brian, bad winter started you prepping in the first place. Does winter still have that effect? Do you think about it more? Do you tend to be a bit more frivolous with the purchases when it comes winter time?
No, I tend to buy the things for winter in the summer. I just think it's more likely to go wrong in the winter. That's all. But I would try and get the things bought. I try and spread the purchases out during the year, but I'll definitely prep in advance of the season that's coming towards me. I just think the winter's more likely where it's going to go wrong for you, power cuts, inclement weather, that kind of shit.
And by spreading the purchases out, you mean buy one power bank a month?
Yeah, on average, yeah.
Right. Amphia says, just watched the most woke man in the world, Dos Equus parody YouTube video. I don't think I've seen it. But the question is, how do we convert those folks to preppers? Anyone would
I don't think you can.
yeah.
Sometimes you've just got to shoot a hostage, right?
Right. Can I put this to you, though? When the left is in power in any country, the right are preppers. When the right are in power, the left are preppers. Do you not find that that's the case?
No, because Sorry, mate, on you go.
No, go on, Brian.
I was going to say the screeching blue-haired vegans are generally arseholes all the time, no matter who's in power. And as they're sitting waving their hairy armpits at you.
Hang on, I'm just clearing all these email notifications from YouTube.
as they're waving their wee pointy finger and hairy armpits at you, telling you you're killing the world, and then go home and stick on a 3-bar heater. It's just the hypocrisy's mind-blowing. Some people, we always try and convert people to prepping. That's why we're here every Sunday. And there's just some people that you'll never, ever do it. Never. Because the world's full of arseholes.
Yeah, I mean, some of us struggle to convert our own family to do it, or even persuade them to do it in a small way. So,
yeah,
persuading people that think the government is the be-all and end-all, it's going to be very difficult. Andy, how do we convert those folks into preppers?
I don't think we do, mate. And I mean, I don't try and convert anybody anyway. I feel like doing this for you guys and do my own channel. If you're looking for that type of content, then you're already on the way to becoming a prepper. So all you're looking for then is information. Outside of this, I know it sounds like a mad thing to say, but I don't really tell anyone I'm a prepper. Obviously, outside of YouTube, like the average person where I live wouldn't have a clue who I am. So I don't really convert anyone. I wouldn't try and convert anyone, mate, really.
No.
The only people I engage with, mate, are people who come on here on my channel or at the meets. So I wouldn't even, to be fair, that guy, I probably wouldn't even talk to, let alone try and convert them.
Yeah.
I just visions the Andy knocking on your door like this with a tin of beans. I'm here to talk about God and prepping.
And shovel your driveway.
I'm going to convert you.
Welcome to the Jehovah's Preppers.
That's the one.
Barry, listen, we've nothing against anyone's religion. We take everything lighthearted here. Don't be offended. Disclaimer, disclaimer, disclaimer. Barry, how do we try and convert the woke Gen Z generation into preppers, or do we just wait for Darwin to sort them out after the fact?
Mate, I think everybody has already spoken and hit the nail on the head with every statement they've said. You're never going to convert the hardcore preachers of such. And, they'll be the first ones that probably do come knocking on your door, crying their eyes out when it all does go belly up.
Yeah.
But no, I wouldn't try and convert anybody. It's like Andy's already said, you've got a good core of preppers who have multiple channels. They get lots of views. There's a lot of people out there who are already spreading the word for you. You haven't got to try and force it on anybody. I wouldn't want to.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you kind of want to when it's family and you care for them and you want them to do something about something you see as an impending situation. But I get it with complete strangers. It's just like raw salt. But I mean, Hawkins, you've got like blue hair and piercings all over, so you blend in quite well with that crowd. So
Absolutely. Well, I think you're all wrong.
Andy nearly spat his drink.
So I think you're all wrong, and it's very easy to convert everyone to prepping. You just wait until it's winter and there's a storm, and you go outside and you cut the internet cables to someone's house and you turn off the power by pulling the main fuse on the meter board outside, and then 24 hours later there'll be a prepper.
Only till the power goes back on.
or dead. Prep or die. That's the new motto.
Sink or swim.
There's a t-shirt, yeah.
There's definitely some guerrilla tactics there from Hawkins. Let me just quickly catch up on this live chat.
I can see the t-shirt. Kill the power, let God sort them out.
And a t-shirt.
That's a plan.
Is there new preps you want / going to buy or have seen that is awesome? There you go. Is there anything that's really caught your eye that you're after? Andy first.
Yeah, mate. I want the Delta 2, and I want to build a frame for one of those panels from City Plumbing that I can wheel in and out the garage. So that's my next decent purchase, mate. Is a Delta 2.
Next, you're going to be dressing like him. You're going to be drinking Pepsi. It's just all wrong. It's just all wrong. I don't
You'll
need
turn to
two
the
of
dark
yous.
side, Mike. You'll convert.
Well, the reason why, Mike, I like to be warm and dry, and I like to have power. So that's why I'm following in Brian's footsteps.
Well, there's improvisation techniques. If you've got a flooded tent, then fuse it with electricity. It warms you.
Learn to swim.
If you dump one of Brian's power banks into the pool, it warms the water. So it's
Sucks it
fine.
up.
Yeah.
Sucks it up.
I hope there's 131 people in here. They're definitely not all getting these in jokes at all. But never mind. Barry, is there anything new that you're after? You've got your eye on?
Yes, I have. Now, we all attended the Scottish Prepper meet. The whole setup that they got there has kind of lit a bit of an inner fire on me, and I'm actively looking for some land now, sort of around the Midlands area, so to set up something similar to that, but more open towards the prepper side of the community for more meets, etc., rather than keeping it sort of public. Be more like a private sort of meet-up place. So yeah, that at the moment is a project which I've started. So I've started sending emails out to farmers, seeing if they've got land that I can rent, etc. So
Nice.
Keep me in the loop on that one, Barry. More than happy.
yeah,
to
but
go
I
and help
thought you
out.
wanted. I thought you wanted to go north, not down where
Listen,
I am.
I'll go all over the country if it comes to going to a place and checking it out and having meats and stuff. I've gone to Cornwall, I've gone to Scotland. There's nowhere in the
Yeah.
middle that I won't go to a meet.
Yeah.
No, that sounds awesome. That's like the prepping dream to have a bit of land like that. Brian?
Oh, tough question. I think the next thing that I would really like would be a log burner. If I'm being honest, it's the one thing that would.
You'll have to go
I
and
know,
join, you'll have to go and join another network. We don't do log burn.
I want to be a real prepper. It's all right having plenty of electricity, and it's all right having gas cookers and this and the next thing. And we've spoke about supplemental heating before with, blankets and things. But it's the one hole in my preps that I would like to cover. A nice log burner and a stack of timber for winter time, because everybody likes a fire. Huh?
Yeah.
Brian wants to be a real prepper. Thanks, Rob. Cheers, buddy.
Hawkins, anything that you've got your eye on? Some big prep that you're after now?
So you've not heard about the solar fiasco because I've not shared it yet. But
Oh, go
I'm
on.
after another inverter and 3 more batteries to mirror
Please
up
say it's went
my
wrong.
current system. So after the prepper meet, when I had to abandon early and come home, when I finally got round to putting the stuff away on the Tuesday, I went into the loft where I was storing some of the solar panels or something. I'm throwing them up in the loft, the temporary ones I bought, and I noticed tears in the membrane of my underlayment beneath the tiles. And as I looked around, they put a lot of tears in it. So I logged a complaint online. That, to be fair, the company have been brilliant, and the subcontractors who came out to look at it have been brilliant. And basically, they're now coming back to put all the scaffold back up, $2,000, take all the panels back off, however much that's going to cost, take all the tiles back off, take the battens back off, re-put the membrane down, and then put all my roof back on again. So it's probably going to cost about $8-9 grand. And I've just hit them up, the actual main company that I went with, and said, due to the fact that I'm now being fucked about basically and got to take 5 more days off between me and the missus to be at home and manage it, what's the absolute best price you can do me on a identical battery and inverter setup? So my hope is that they're going to do me at basically cost price. Otherwise, I'll leave it
that'd be
like a
nice.
young witch.
Mm.
So
The first part
that's
of
my
that story
next
made me
thing.
happy.
I know, I saw that, mate.
Are they going to put
That would
another
be
big
good.
square patch on your grass that's going to be killed by the scaffolding?
Oh,
again?
don't, because the grass is looking absolutely brilliant at the moment, and it will do it a little bit of damage. So yeah, I'm going to need compensation for that as well.
What size inverter have you got just now?
It's a 5 kilowatt with 12 kilowatt hour battery, and I've asked for it to be mirrored and run in parallel. So I'll have a
Done
10
in
kilowatt
parallel, yep.
inverter. Yeah,
That'd be
and
nice.
then it'll be lovely, mate. So, but as I say, I'm not being a dick about it, but I've had, between me and the missus now, I've got sort of another 5 days off. So I feel like, give us it cheap.
Sorry, Mike's fell asleep.
Are we fucking done? Solar friends. Honestly, sorry everyone. Anyone who came here for prepping content,
Solar is prepping.
you're in the wrong place. Mike, I'm doing a one-night survival challenge in woods, building shelter, and only have one item on my grill, which I will never sell. There you go. That's a good investment, I suppose. I've never tried the grills. Has anyone got the grill filters here?
No.
Don't make
World
one have one.
Survivalist has got one on it.
It's just the
100%
price.
I'd have
I
one.
think.
Yeah, let's say it's £100, isn't it? They're
Yeah.
not cheap. But then again, mate, if it's a great bit of kit, then you know me, it's going to be worth the money. I know a lot of lads who use them. I just don't have one.
Yeah. I think you'd have to justify being able to use it. If I was hiking all the time and stuff, then maybe. I'm not going to filter my home water with it anyway. So, question at Winter: do you guys buy? Oh, we've already done that one. Why has that appeared again? Never mind. Excluding food, what 5 preps would you choose if you could only have 5 items? So that's Brian's power bank and 4 solar panels. Hawkins
Stop
is
talking
just
about solar.
Hawkins is just a note that says same as Brian. So we'll go to Andy first. Andy, what 5 preps would you choose if you could only have 5 items? What 5 essential preps?
I would have a tarp. I would have a knife, some type of a full tang solid knife. I would have some form of making fire, whether that be a lighter or a ferro rod, something like that. I would have something like a metal mug or an aluminium, like a titanium container to boil the water. And lastly, mate, I would have a big roll of some type of cordage, whether it be paracord, bank line, that type of thing.
Cool. Good setup. Barry, 5 items you would choose if you could only have 5 to survive?
He's already said it. Yeah, those are exactly the ones I'd go for as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Any differences, Brian?
So I'd have a shotgun to take all of Andy's stuff first of all, right? No, on a serious note, I would pretty much go straight down the line as Andy. It's if you can only pick 5 things, then you can do a lot with that.
Yeah.
I'm assuming I already had my tigers. I was assuming that they were a given.
So we're all going for the same things at the moment. Hawkins, anything different?
I'd go for a map gas gun because you don't want to piss around in a survival situation. Standard cordage, probably a container because hard to make one of them in the natural wilderness, isn't it? Some sort of cover, but then I go for an ICOM IC705 radio so I can just chat to people.
Last man alive.
Okay.
I just want to chat to people. Cool. Okay, fair enough. My only difference would be so yes, on the tarp, on the cord, on the blade, and on the ferro
Fire.
rod. Yeah, on the ferro rod. And I know the metal container is like kind of an essential, but there's ways and means of doing it other ways. So the other thing I would be going for is my Sawyer Mini, basically, because I think water is essential, and I could figure out a container to boil water in later on if I needed to.
Easier to boil the water though with a container.
It is. A container is one of the essential things, but I think if I had to drop one, I'd rather keep a water filter initially. Personal choice,
That's a good choice.
So yeah, I think I could scavenge a container to boil stuff in more than I could scavenge a filter to filter water. Put it that way. That's probably my thinking on it. But yeah, great question, Kane. Great question.
Yeah, good one.
Nice desert island survival situation there. And we'll have to do it as a video. All of us will turn up with our 5 items. Brian, find us a Scottish island. We can do with nobody on it. With everything happening in the UK, would any of you consider moving abroad? And if so, where would you choose to go and why? Good one. Barry, do you want to go first on this one?
Yeah. If money was no object, mate, I'd be off to Crete.
Crete.
Why yeah.
Crete?
Full stop. Love it out there. Been on numerous holidays. The wife can speak a bit of Greek as well, so we're okay for translation with the locals. We know the food's good because too much poundage around the old belly for that. But yeah, Crete, absolutely nice and isolated, perfect.
Excellent. There you go. Andy?
Yeah, I'd go to America, mate, I think.
Yeah. Any particular state or place?
No, I wouldn't be fussy wherever I landed if I managed to make it there. Somewhere with good laws that you can have shooty things.
Texas then.
Yeah, and somewhere. Yeah, I would just go there. I think the country's that vast. I know quite a few guys over there who are veterans who I'm plugged in with, and I've got a good relationship with. You know me. You've got everything. Yeah, America bit for me. It would be.
So that's my answer as well, to be honest. And exactly that. Probably Texas is where I've been to multiple times and where I almost moved to. So that would probably be the one for me. Brian?
Texas, mate. That's
Texas. the
land,
Lone Star State is screwed when we all turn
the
up.
climate, the people. It's still relatively unwoke. They don't take a lot of shit. I think I could make a life there.
Let's just be clear. If you go to some of the inner cities, like in Houston and stuff like that, you still have a walkish area and stuff like that. It's not the ideal, but it's
you
got
imagine,
vast
Brian?
amounts of land.
Can you imagine, Brad, the amount of solar you'd get in Texas?
Oh, it'd be brilliant.
It'd be like having your own power station.
He would.
And then you could
His
just
house
send
would be-
Hawkins. You just send Hawkins screenshots of how much better you're getting than him.
Hawkins, where will you be sending him screenshots back from? Would you stay in the UK or?
So I would move to the Sahara Desert, obviously. No, so I did live abroad for a while, but everywhere's just as fucked as everywhere else around the world. And like I lived in Oz for a bit, and you saw how they went on lockdown. They were worse than us, and they've all got their issues. And America, if you feel like a civil war is ever going to break out anywhere, it feels like America. Having said that, if I was going to move anywhere, I would move to America, and I would move to Colorado to survive the solar micronova. If you know, you know. But yeah, that's where I would move to.
Good choice. South Park territory. Love it. There you go. Great question there from Leanne Mack. Just trying to filter through some of these other questions here. Storage Mouse. Question: if it was SHTF and you could only save one of the other 4 guests on the fireside, who would it be and why?
That's
Excellent
easy.
question. I mean, Brian, Disco Brian's not getting saved for anyone. What is going on? Andy?
Brian.
Ah,
Why?
Well, I was
it's me.
we had great banter mate up at the Scottish Pepper Meat, and he has everything that I don't. He has a full solar setup.
Right.
And-
well,
and-
talk
and
about
he
saving the person. He doesn't come with equipment. It's just you just
Yeah,
get
I'll
a
bring the
Brian.
barrels,
yeah,
mate.
It's a
even
naked
if he
Brian
didn't-
in a crate delivered. That's all you get.
Yeah, but he's still got.
Don't
He's still
say
got
that.
the
Nobody's
knowledge,
going to want me.
hasn't he? He's still got the knowledge, hasn't he? He's still got the knowledge,
Okay.
even if it was
Fair
just
enough.
him.
Fair enough. Yeah, just killed us all. It's all right. Carry on. Barry.
That's a tough one because each of you guys have got skills and equipment that I haven't got. So that is quite a tough one. I'll leave him a score. I'll go Mike. There you go.
Hey, there we go. Brian, stop with the disco.
I'm trying to get it back to a normal light. It's all fucked up. It keeps doing stuff. It's like Tetris here. Jesus, wait. Hold on a minute.
Old
Isn't it a
people in
brothel?
technology. Old people in technology.
Oh, bugger. I would have to pick Andy because he mentioned me and his military skill set I don't have. So that would be handy for a whole host of reasons.
Fine. Hawkins.
So I
Mate,
was
you're
gonna
too
go
old.
Brian, because Brian's got a very similar sense of humour to me. He's got the same interests as me. But then I thought of a negative. If there's only one can of Pepsi Max left, we're going to have to fight to the death for it. So
You will,
then I
that is going to dwindle the Pepsi supplies very quickly.
thought Andy gave me a really nice hug at the Scottish meet. So I thought, would I save Andy? Because it was a really cuddly hug as well. It might be me doing the cuddling after a few beers, I'm not sure. But then I was like, but I don't know. Can I save half of Brian and half of Andy and merge them together?
Wow, that's some fantasy you've got going on there. You need help, boy. That's an issue.
That sounds like an image search on ChatGPT, definitely. Well, of course, I would just save myself because, you know, it's me. There we go. No. To be honest, I really don't know how to answer it. I don't want to alienate any of my guests, but I think purely through
Right.
experience. Well, it's going to be Andy because he's been through the military training. I think would be on the same wavelength with a lot of things come SHTF, no matter what we say on here. So I think, yeah, we could ride unicorns naked with flamethrowers together. So
and you know where Hopkins lives, Mike, so we can just go and take all this solar stuff.
and Brian, I'm the font of the addresses here. Anyway, right, good question. Nice one to try and split the panel apart and, you know, end in a fisticuffs, but luckily we all take it in good heart. What do you stop prepping malice? What do you do to stop prepping malice? Keep
Malaise.
yourself malaise. Sorry. Keep yourself scared. Watch the BBC News. Yeah, how do you get? Do you have prepping fatigue? Do you keep on top of it by keeping yourself scared? Watching any of the fear-mongering stuff? Anybody?
Just listen to Canadian Prepper.
Once a month, I'm digging a bunker.
Day X. I don't get bored of it. I find it as a hobby and a thought exercise, and always trying to find a way to better the situation.
God damn it.
Or come up with an idea. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm the same as Hawkins, mate. I
Fuck's
don't.
sake. That's better.
Put your pants back up, Jesus Christ!
Worst podcast ever.
Sorry, Andy, were you talking then? Sorry.
Yeah, mate, I was just going to say, mate, I'm the same as Hawkins. It's kind of a hobby, and I really enjoy doing it. So, I don't get bored with it, mate, or I don't get malaise from it.
It's not through fear then that you're doing it.
No, mate, no.
Yeah.
I do it purely through enjoyment, mate. Like Hawkins said, mate, it's a hobby for me. And I like talking to you guys, and I like the community, so I don't get bored with it. And there's always, I suppose, if on the off chance, mate, I ever did get bored, there's somebody on Discord who'll throw a question out that'll get me thinking, and I'll help them answer it. So no, I don't suffer from anything like that, and I don't watch the BBC anyway. So
you listen to it when I'm on the radio, of course. No.
of course, mate, of course.
Yeah. Barry.
No, like Andy, I treat it like a hobby. I like reading the kind of apocalypse type novels and things like that as well. So no, I don't get bored of it. In fact, I read and see some comments and everything, and I think it's quite laughable. People's comments on subjects of the day and everything, and yeah, it actually cheers me up sometimes, because I think, yeah, that's one less person you're gonna have to save.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Unfortunately, that's the way. Hawkins, what are you doing? It sounds like you're doing a shuffle on your mic.
A shuffle, is that what we're calling it?
Yeah. Can you
A
shuffle
knuckle
quieter?
Because I've not got my proper headset today, so I've just thrown a set of bloody Sony music headphone thingies on.
All right. Which sounds like we can hear your inner thoughts.
Jesus, nobody wants that.
Brian, I mean, I'm probably similar to that. I'll say with Barry, with the fantasy side of things. Like I listen to a lot of the books, stuff like that, because I have Audible on long drives. So I listen to a lot of the post-apocalyptic stuff like that. Not for that reason, not to like keep me going, but just because it does. There is things like the 1 Second After book that Brian put me onto.
Yeah.
Changed several different ways I prep different things. It did change a bit my mindset, so it does work in that way. Brian?
I don't suffer from prep malaise. My job makes me paranoid to an extent, because day in day out I've got to look at things and decide how likely it is something bad's going to happen. So I'm comfortable with looking around the world just now, and there's no doubt in my mind that something's going to happen. I just don't know what or when. But
Yeah.
we've got a whole history book of things that have went Pete Tong, and it tends to repeat. And there's a lot of balls getting juggled in the world at the moment. So yeah, that keeps me motivated. Just turning on the news or reading the newspaper or checking different channels. Yeah, that keeps me motivated. But the community and the hobby side of it, I'd like to think I've made a good few friends doing this and actually enjoy it. So if I didn't enjoy it, it probably wouldn't motivate me as much.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Hawkins,
I answered first.
did you? Oh yeah, you did. You jumped in. Sorry. You could have just gone with it. Shocking.
I just want to say Kelly I needs to get himself back on Discord.
All right. Okay. Fair enough.
I'm not seeing him on there for ages.
Welsh Prepper said, "Why has Andy got a couple of targets on his flag? Couple of targets on his flag? What's he looking at?
Not a clue.
There's no targets on his flag."
No.
Maybe that's like an inside Royal Engineer thing.
All right. Okay.
I don't have a clue, mate. That's all I can. That's all I've got for that one. I don't know.
There we go. Anyway, does Brian have an EcoFlow generator to charge his EcoFlow Deltas in case of the power cuts and lack of solar energy?
I don't have an EcoFlow generator. I do have a generator. I don't have the EcoFlow one because, to be honest, the first version of it was absolute dog shit. It's unreliable. The premise of it is good because you're doing DC to DC charging, so it's about 20% more efficient roughly than a conventional generator because you don't have inverter loss. So the principle's sound, but it's supposed to remote start and charge the batteries of your power bank if they get below a certain level. And there's been so many videos done of people using them and they let them down when they need it. So they'll have a homestead expecting to go there and it's kept the batteries topped up and it won't start, it's flat and or the power banks are discharged. So for me, the new one out looks better, but it's only out in America at the moment and it's a lot more expensive. So yeah, that's why I don't have one. They're
Fair
shite.
enough.
You
There
could
you go.
bring one of the new ones back in your suitcase when you come back from Florida.
I can't. I'm already
It'd be
buying another
full of food.
suitcase to bring back.
It'd be full of freeze-dried food. Preparing the Path says, without going and getting or scavenging, how long has everybody got to bug in? Here we go. Rough ideas. Anyone want to jump in first? Or
6 months.
go on, Barry.
I could do about 3 to 6 months.
3 to 6. Is that 3 months full eating, 6 months rationing?
Rationing, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Brian, you were in there with 6 months?
6 months on full rations for 7 people. And I could extend it further by rationing it out if we had to. But I'm aiming for a year, aspirationally.
Okay. Cool. Andy?
Yeah, I'm the same as Barry, mate. 3 to 6.
3 to 6, similar sort of situation. Full eating
Yeah.
at 3 and half
Yeah.
to
To
ration.
be fair, mate, if I was rationing it, I'd maybe push it out to 7.
Okay.
But similar to Barry.
Cool. Hawkins?
We've briefly mentioned this before. I think I can do over 12 months, about 14 months. But with the caveat of I would have type 2 diabetes from eating bread and pasta and rice. So, yeah, I could live, but, you know, it's just a very carb-heavy diet and the protein would have to drop off a bit and, you know, struggling for fats a bit. But, yeah, I could stay alive.
Fair enough. I would say I've got around 3 months here. I've got other storage nearby that would take me up to the 6 months, 6 to 9 months mark. But yeah, I'm probably the same as Brian. I'd love to get to a year plus with then freeze dried on top, but it's always going to be storage, right? And issues like that.
Storage is a killer.
It is a killer, but I mean that's the idea of like what Barry's now doing, looking at land and stuff like that. That's why I'm looking at land in Scotland, because whatever I stock after I get that land is only enough time to me to be cultivating that land, because I want to live off that. That'd be the idea. You won't have to store masses of food if you can produce it regular. So
Yeah.
I would love land. It's just so expensive.
Yeah.
it is. It's you've got to either find absolute bargains or greyfield whoops grey sites and stuff like that, or you've got to go further north than north is. So yeah, thanks for the question. It's a good question.
Yeah,
It's always
good
good to know. Let me know in the chat. Let's just have some timelines in the chat now. How long supplies you've got? 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, a year, etc. Just pop the times in the chat. It'd be good to see what
Miss
everyone's
Wim's at a
got
year.
with that one.
Miss Wim's at a year.
Nice.
Nice,
Yeah,
very nice.
yeah. Well done, Miss Worm.
It's easy to prep in France, though, isn't it? So
Oh. You're on the naughty list with
It's
me.
gonna kill me. It's gonna kill me. Storage Mouse, what is the first skill you would advise a new prepper to master? I would say, personally, fire starting. Right? Everyone could. You could pull out a lighter and have a lighter on hand by all means, but get ferro rods, get other means, and practice it. Practice using tinder, practice in different conditions, wet conditions, because fire equals water, cleaning, boiling, alive, heat, everything, cooking, the lot. So I would say fire making would be my first skill to master. Andy?
I would say situational awareness.
Good one.
It's no good, mate, having 2 years worth of food and all your preps and everything good to go home if you can't see trouble beginning when you're in the middle of town doing your shopping
Yeah.
and being able to get out of Dodge quick enough. So, yeah, that would be for me, mate.
Cool. Barry?
I'd have said water location, treatment, and storage as a group thing, just underwater, basically.
Yeah. So mastering getting clean drinking water from bugger all,
Yeah,
basically.
knowing where to find it, how to treat it, and how to store it.
Yeah.
Because without water, you're done for.
Excellent. Brian?
Strange answer from me. I was going to say patience, because a lot of people, when they start out prepping, waste a lot of money buying a lot of crap that they don't need, panicking and worrying themselves into an early grave, or running up a lot of debt. Talk to people, read, research, take your time before you rush out and spend a penny or learn anything. So I went with patience.
Okay. I'll give it you. I don't think it's a skill, but I'll give it you. It's a trait, right?
I don't know. If you were a sniper and you don't have much patience, it's a skill set you want.
It's a trait you would like. Yeah. Never mind.
Potato,
Oh.
potato.
Potato. Hawkins skills?
Yeah, you might say this isn't a proper one either then. I was going to say risk assessments and research. So doing your risk assessments of where you are, doing your research in what your mitigations are for what you assess from your risk assessments, and then, not wasting your money and time going down the wrong rabbit holes. So it's not firelight and water purification, but I think it's important.
Yeah, well, I think three of you have just had total politician answers on there, but at least me and Barry are putting some effort into this. I've changed my mind on who I'm saving. It's me and Barry against everyone. You can all have your political answers. It's fine.
The one, mate, the question about food storage, how long could you last?
Yeah.
I think Grass Monster, mate, wins. She got 3 years.
I'm just going to have a look through now. We've got
Yeah.
Kelly's Eye says I have a minimum of 2 years.
Wow.
Suburban says probably is a month or so here, maybe stretched to 6 weeks if rationed. 3 months, says Stuart Lonnan. 6 months to a year, Miss Worm. I have at least 12 months of food as long as I can keep my freezers going. So there's always a contingency there.
Excellent.
A good thing to learn skill-wise as well, just on that front, is preserving meat in old-fashioned ways. Like you can do it in barrels, in like fluids in barrels. You can use it salting meats and stuff like that. Have a look into that, because if your freezers are going, you'd want to do something with them quickly. 3 months, says Paul Thomas. 6 months, I think, says Evil Girl. I guess it's a bad time to say I have 20 acres. Never a bad time. Just let us know when we can turn up for a meet. It's fine.
I was going to say, why can't we just have a meet there? Sure, that makes the more sense. No?
7 months, but need more food for the dog. There you go. Brian, you've not prepped for the dogs. It's like feed from your plate kind of thing, isn't it?
They'll eat what we've got.
Yeah. Do you include that in timelines when you like figuring out how many meals you've got? Do you allow it because you're going to have to give them?
Me and my son can be doing with losing a few stone or two. The dogs can have our share for a bit.
Fair enough. Yeah, Grass Monster says 3 years, maybe a bit more, but I live on my own. I wouldn't want to have space for preps for a family where I live. I wouldn't have the space for preps for a family where I live. There you go.
That's some
3 years.
achievement, though. 3 years. That's out there. That's brilliant.
That's bugging till literally there's only preppers left.
Do you notice the average is 3 months, though? That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Because that's where you would want to be.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good going.
Yeah, definitely, 100%. I mean, that's the thing. It's always been storage over here and stuff like that, right? Cost of living affects a lot of people as well. But 6 months full food, 7 to 8 months rationing, says Kane. 6 months, says Gatwick Scuba. But when the freeze dryer comes, I'll be making a big push to 12 months. When the freeze dryer comes, Gatwick, give us a ring.
To be fair, mate, like Brian said there, mate, about everyone who's got 3 months of food and stuff. I think anybody who's got more than a week is ahead of the curve, because I think most families probably around the country have got a week at the most. So even if you've got a month, you're 4 times better off than the average person. I think personally,
which is probably more true now than it was a couple of years ago.
Yeah,
because my family always did a monthly shop. It was always a big shop, and then just little bits through the month, But now
Folk can't afford it now. They don't have the money.
Monthly shop, you need a mortgage just for the grocery bill. Just looking through, see if I've missed any there. Sorry if I do miss any questions. Please just pop them in again. Block capitals for all your questions, or the super chats. Nobody's used the super chats, but do you guys think of backup Wi-Fi like Starlink maybe, so if it goes down you can run this and keep in contact? My subscription is paused till I need it. Hawkins, you've something to say on this one, right?
Yes, and that's also the answer. Yes. So yeah.
Do you want to explain
cheap.
how that works for other people?
Yeah, they're only cheap now as well. I think I paid $400 for my Starlink Mini last November. It was just after Hurricane Helene, because one of the things that everybody was saying after Hurricane Helene was that they missed was the comms to the outside world. And although I'm a ham radio guy, if Starlink works, it's full internet in it, so you may as well do it. So you can buy the Starlink Mini for £200, set your subscription up, run it for like a month or whatever, and then you can put it on pause. And then if there's a disaster and the internet is down, the cell towers are down, everything's down where you are, you can just set your Starlink up, connect to Starlink via the Starlink, so you don't need another internet, and then you can unpause your subscription over the Starlink, and then it works again. So it's great to just literally keep. I've got mine in a Peli case with a fold-out 100-watt solar panel, 2 batteries, some USB C to PD power delivery leads, and it'll take, I think it's like 9 to 20 odd volt input on the Starlink. So it's got like a wide input range on the Starlink Mini. So it's dead easy to power, and I just get it out about once every 6 months, set it up, and just do some firmware updates, and then put it back in the box. So you don't need to unpause the subscription to do firmware updates. So you can just set it up, test it, make sure it works, let it do its downloads, and then put it back in the box. So
the only problem with Starlink is, though, mate, it depends on everyone else having Starlink, doesn't it? If the Wi-Fi goes off.
If your goal is to talk to somebody, well, it depends on the scenario, doesn't it? So if it was a UK grid down, then you'd need somebody else having Starlink.
Yeah.
But however, if it was just a UK grid down, you having the ability, as we talked about in the CME thing, if obviously not a CME, but if it was a grid down the UK, having that ability to get information from other parts of the world, like US, Europe, what's going on in the UK, what do you guys know that we don't know because we're hearing nothing over here. That little bit of, and to watch Netflix, rerun some old of Mike's YouTube episodes. Might even watch one of yours, Andy. But having that ability to just set the normality up for the wife and kid and whoever else, I think it would be a nice little asset.
To be fair, mate, on all my videos, right, most of them, I get 1 dislike on every video, and I'm convinced it's Hawkins. I'm convinced I've got a new video, and he goes on, he just goes dislike and clicks the video off.
It's not, because I've never watched one.
100%. Well, I know you haven't watched it. I know you haven't watched it. You just go on to click the dislike button. You never said you watched them. You just go on and click the dislike button, and then click off it.
Now, children, be nice. Anyone
The sexual
else
tension with those two is astounding.
I actually,
we just got to get them in a bivy bag together and leave them to it.
if Mike hadn't have done the stream tonight, me and Andy were going to do a secret stream on Andy's channel tonight.
Oh, right, okay, like that, is it? All right.
Well,
Fair
you
play.
you were ill, weren't you? So we were a bit worried whether you were going to come on. So Andy was.
I still
That's
am ill.
good.
This
What
is
you're doing, Stu.
dedication.
Power.
Well, I guess me
I'll-
and Barry were getting patched then, eh? That's nice to know. Well, must have missed that fucking memo.
Yep, looks like it.
Pair
There.
of bastards.
Do you all want to change who you're saving now in this thing?
Fuck them, we're on their own.
To be fair, like you should if you're on about sexual 10, you should have seen me and Hawkins at the Scottish meet.
I know, yeah. Well,
We did. The videos are yet to be posted.
When the tents are rocking.
Going like a tent on fire.
I'm not saying Andy had a big impact, but I woke up and Hawkins had left. So
It's because I'd tied all the tabs and the gazebos to his tent.
And then you
That
tried
was
to burn
funny.
a hole in it, Mike.
I didn't try and burn a hole in it. There was a plenty safe distance. You're all just paranoid. Speaking of
Yeah,
the meet,
6 feet.
Chris is in the house, UK Prepper Man, who joined us on the live fireside at the Scottish
Chris.
meet as well. So
Evening, Chris.
good to have him in there. Yeah, Chris has got an awesome channel as well, UK Prepper Man. It's been going a long time, loads of good advice on there. So go and check his channel out as well. Just scrolling down to see if I've missed any other questions. Did anyone else have any backup Wi-Fi thing, or is it just Hawkins with his Pelicase and internet?
I don't have it.
else?
No, I mean, the only thing I've got me back is not really backup Wi-Fi. It was to run the Wi-Fi off that C300 I've got. So I've got a USB to Brian or Hawkins or no. You know the little right-angled connector that goes at the back of your Wi-Fi router.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called. The 10mm jack or something is. I don't know. I've got one of them that runs off onto a USB port, so I can run that off my C300.
Oh, nice.
That's the only thing I've got, mate. I haven't got anything.
So my mate who works at BT says that the exchanges have 2 days worth of battery or UPS and diesel generator, and then within that 2 days, obviously they should be resupplied if it's normalish times. So yeah, you'll have more than most, Andy, just by having the ability to power your router.
I could power the router up pretty much indefinitely, as long as the rest of the infrastructure's powered up. I could have internet. But if the rest of the country's dark, then I've got I don't have satellite comms yet.
I've also got a Zolio satellite messenger, but I bought that more for being on a mountain, basically. So, but that one, you can't pause the subscription totally. You still have to pay £3.50 a month to keep it paused. But that's just like a little satellite messenger you can keep in your bag or whatever, and hit the SOS button if you have to break your leg or something.
It's handy.
Cool. Who comes if you hit the SOS button?
Hopefully none of you. You'd leave me there, rob me kit and leave me.
Oh no, it would be straight there, but then you'd still be there afterwards. Yeah, you're right. You're not going to need this. Norfolk Motors did put on that Starlink is 17995 currently. So
Buy one.
I could see Brian considering it as you were talking. So
Buy
Can't.
one.
I've just spent 700 quid on a drone on Friday, so I can't. And then I'd spent 300 quid on freeze-dried food a couple of days before, so no.
Brian, who's
no.
in charge? You or your missus? Show her who's boss. Buy that Starlink.
the problem
I
is
do the
without the
dishes, but
Starlink,
I
how are
want
you
to
going to
watch
get the drone footage up?
I'm hoping to get a shot of that on Tuesday if it arrives in time. So
Cool. Excellent. That would be a good thing to have at the meets as well, like JP's flying around that time. That was
I'll
fun.
bring it down.
Yeah. Question from Mr. Gold. Do you guys think the UK will be in full civil war by Christmas this year?
Nah.
That's not even will it. It's asking for a timeline. Anyone any thoughts on this? I know I did a video on it recently, and we've
Nope.
spoke about it in the past where I think even on the live I did the other day, the open mic night, I think we both kind of said it's logistically not really possible in this country. Anyone have any thoughts on that? Brian's a no.
It's not gonna
hard
happen.
No, not going to
I'm
happen.
a no.
Not gonna happen.
No.
No. Andy?
You might have pockets of civil unrest, mate. Maybe.
Yeah, lots of civil unrest. But it
during
wouldn't
this
be
year, yeah, but
organised to the
I
point
don't
of
think
a
it's
civil
going to be. I don't think it's going to be civil war, mate. No.
No. There you go. We can all see it. The unrest is happening now all over the place, and it's going to continue. But I don't see it being an organised thing because who would put their face in front of that and get arrested for it? Mike, is there an up-to-date amount on the charity? No, because I've got to wait for YouTube to take their percentage off the donations. But we are roughly around 2,420 odd.
Wow.
Well done, mate. Well done.
Well done.
2,400
Brilliant.
for Help for Heroes,
Good effort, mate.
which is great. And plus, that doesn't include the gift aid that goes on top of that. A big chunk of that was an anonymous donation by a sadistic bastard that just wanted to see me get waxed. So, it is what it is.
I bet it was funky. Son of a get that bastard.
You reckon Funky's got the money to do that?
To see you in pain, mate, yeah.
No, but it was genuinely. I'm joking about that. There has been awesome donations and support throughout all of it, and it's superb. So, thank you, and I'll just have to cycle to Scotland. And now
I can't wait to watch you crying on your handlebars.
witnesses that Andy and Brian have said they'll join me for one of the evenings on the cycle.
Yeah, I'll pop
100%,
along.
Yep,
So
100%, bud.
We'll do some.
Just
live
tell us where
footage
you're going to
for that,
be.
so- Yeah, on the floor at the bottom of the valley. just when you find me, drag me another 2 miles. It'll help.
Just make sure it's got room for a camper van nearby, and I'll be fine. I'll be there.
Just that opens the window every 2 minutes. You know, like.
Yeah, he's fine. Oh, it looks cold out there.
As bright
No, I'll
as
bring a
ever in
tent,
the
mate.
Xbox.
Shocking. Camping King says, I have a lot of surrounding family members, but I prep from my in-house immediate family. Would you turn away family members to preserve rationing if you're in-house family? I'm not sure I could. Yeah, so for immediate family, would you turn away distant relatives
Yeah.
in that
Yes.
situation?
Yeah.
Yep.
We all jump on and say yes, but when they're at your door, do you think you
How
could?
distant are we talking?
Well, they know where you live. They've
No,
turned
no.
up at your
Are we
house
talking brothers,
for the-
sisters, or aunts and uncles, or what?
let's say like brothers, sisters, immediate family, like blood kin. Like
I couldn't do it. I couldn't turn them away. As much as it annoys me that two of them don't prep at all,
I'm the same, yeah.
I don't think I've got it in me to turn them away. Which is why I try and overstock for their fuck ups.
Yeah. I'm the same. I'm the same. I say it all day long, and I tell them to the face, "If you're not coming to my house, you won't be let in." So hopefully they're not watching this and think they'll get away with it. But to be honest, a lot of them would struggle to make it the distance I am from them if it was a really bad situation, if the roads were blocked and stuff like that. But if they did get here, yeah, I don't think I could turn them away. But they would have to know that they will be working. They will be earning it. So, Andy, you just flat turning them away?
Yeah. Wouldn't even answer the door.
Cold. Barry?
Oh, that's so good.
Barry?
Yeah, there's some immediate family that I would welcome in, no problem at all, and there's some immediate family who would get the door slammed in the face. Simple as.
Sounds political.
And they
We'll leave
know
that
who
one
they
there.
I can see a shit going through Barry's door letterbox tonight.
I'd know where it'd come from though.
I know that brand. It's Hawkins. Hawkins, you say no, but could you turn away family? And more to the point, I'll also go around the table again. But I'll ask you, Hawkins, what if it was the missus's family and she wanted to let them in?
Even
I'd
more
be
so, no.
upstairs with the window open, with a bucket of hot tar, ready to pull on anybody who approached the front door. And she's already been told that they're not coming. So yeah, this discussion has already been had. Nope. Every man for himself. Darwin.
Cold.
Yeah.
I find it interesting. It's a lot of things are easy to say when you're not in the moment. Andy, if it was the missus's family and she was like, "No, we have to let them in," would that make a difference?
I'll be throwing a bucket of cold piss out the window. I'll tell you that. No,
I like-
And they're coming in. I'm telling you right now.
I like how you've pissed in it and left it long enough to go
Yeah.
cold before you...
Ice cold. Ice cold.
I used all my power bank charge to get this frosty.
To be fair, mate, I've got one of those ninja slushy machines.
Oh,
I can put it in there. I can put it in there. Get it nice
What's
and
wrong
cold.
with you?
You're a nasty bastard.
I'm nasty.
But I like it.
Hawkins was pouring hot tar on him.
I'd rather have the hot tar than your slushy mess.
This is a
And
whole
that's when
level
the
of
channel
chemical
took a turn.
warfare.
Same for you, Barry. If it was the Mrs.'s family and she was saying we need to let them in, does that hold sway with you, or would it still be the hard, fast yes and no, depending on who they are?
No, they're in.
Yeah,
They're in. Yeah, it's some of my side of the family that. Yeah, no,
fair enough.
not happening.
Fair enough. I don't need to ask you, Brian, because if you didn't, she'd kill you anyway. So I know who runs that house.
Boils down to numbers at a point though, because I've
Yes, it
got
does.
brother, sister, well, 2 brothers and a sister, and then what if they bring their kids and they come along, and then the wife's mother and father and her brother, they all rock up. There's going to come a point, best intentions aside, that yeah, somebody's playing with Andy's Tigers. They're fucked.
That does
They're
sound like
gonna-
a euphemism.
Can I ask a question here? There's somebody in the chat, right, called Mrs. Hawkins with a Pepsi can. Is that actually your Mrs. Hawkins, or is that someone?
Oh, yeah. No, it'll be here, mate.
Stop chatting her up, Andy. What's the most unusual skill you have picked up since becoming a prepper? Well, Andy's is turning piss into slush puppies. So fucking-
Underrated skill.
the skill is not doing it. The skill is cleaning it out and being willing to drink normal from it afterwards. These margaritas are a bit tangy, Andy.
I think this is the worst one we've ever done. and there's been a
146
few
people in
bad
there.
ones.
There's 146 people in here. Don't forget to smash like and subscribe to all these guys. Andy, what's the most unusual skill you have picked up since becoming a prepper?
Unusual. I don't know, mate. Really, to be honest with you. I don't know, mate. Nothing's coming to mind.
No. Fair enough. We'll roll on. We'll come back to you at the end and see if anything comes up. Barry?
Again, it depends on what your class is an unusual skill.
I suppose.
I think we've established that.
Let's think of it from a non-prepper's point of view, that they would think, how do you know how to do that? You know what I mean? That's the kind of take I took.
Yeah. I'll probably go with OPSEC, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you'd be surprised how many people. Funny enough, today being out and about at the local shopping centre, and I've lost my shit at the number of people that are walking around like this.
So situational awareness, and
completely oblivious to everything else that's around. The number of, the number of people I've almost walked into, or they've walked into me. My missus was chucking a Benny because she thought I was going to turn around and lamp somebody at one point because they almost walked into me. I'll go with that, mate. OPSEC, yeah.
Yeah. No, it's excellent point. Brian?
I don't have an answer, mate, is the answer. Because I'm trying to think of something I've picked up that would be unusual, or... Nah, I don't have an answer to that one.
We've heard about some of your unusual hobbies.
Oh,
Yeah, but that's different. It's not like it's tiger taming or slushy fish. It's that's just normal stuff. No, I don't. I can't think it, mate. I don't think I've picked up anything that's sounds really bad. I've picked up something.
STD from the Scottish meat.
I did say it was something unusual, though. This isn't unusual. So, nah, I don't have an answer for that one, I'm afraid.
Fair enough. Hawkins?
The only thing I can think of is the ability to store food long term by sealing it in mylar with hair straighteners and oxygen absorbers. That's probably the weirdest thing. And then explaining to Mrs. Hawkins when I met her why I had a set of hair straighteners. Obviously, doesn't really go with my hair. So yeah, and then showing her that you use them to keep food. And she's still here, so yeah.
Did you not have the long blue hair when you met her then?
No, I've grown that
No.
since.
Oh,
yeah.
right.
I think the probably the unusual one, mate, I would say is because I did the team medic course before I went to Afghan, so I suppose I would have like Asherman chest seals, so anything to do with gunshot wounds. I know how to keep someone alive. Yeah, so trauma stuff, mate, I would say would be an unusual skill that I don't suppose many people have saw or dealt with.
Yeah, definitely. And it's all right doing these things in theory, but having the actual training is a next level, isn't it? So
yeah,
100%. I would probably go a similar sort of route to Hawkins without the hair straighteners. It's food preservation. Although I've known the theory behind it for a long time, it wasn't till I started stepping up my prepping that I've tried salting beef and preserving food in old-fashioned methods and stuff like that. So yeah, preserving food is probably the most unusual skill. It shouldn't be an unusual skill, but it is, right, in this day and age, that I've picked up since becoming a prepper. Great question, though. Excellent question. Thank you for that weird fish. Still love that profile picture is the best picture ever. Philip Hull. Will the comms plan be updated to include Meshtastic, do you think?
Hawkins.
It's already on there, isn't it, Hawkins?
You've got me thinking now. We might have to have a little look at that, mate.
Well, good point, Phil. We will look and reevaluate. I'm sure we
Sorry,
put something
Phil.
about it, but yeah, we'll have a look at it. Yeah. Thanks for the question and the prompt. Amphia says 12th of December is a date where a Miliband event might occur, so could be full civil conflict by Christmas.
What's the event?
Anyone know?
Is that like
Anyone?
Ed Miliband?
Oh, no. I can't see him leading a revolution myself. He's not really.
I don't
if
know
it
what's
happens on
happening
the
on the 12th.
I haven't bought my Christmas present by that point, so I'll save some money.
To be fair, like a Miliband event, I thought it was putting our energy prices up.
Oh, he's already done that. Don't even start me on that shit.
I saw you post it, yeah.
74%.
74%.
Oh yeah. Did you not know the promises he's made? So his latest the companies that build the wind turbines and renewables in general are offered money to switch off when they can't export it anywhere. We've nowhere to send the power. So they're guaranteed a rate, right? That rate's went up something like 74% because not enough of them were coming back into the market and were threatening not to build any more wind turbines. Rather than saying, that's great, go fuck yourself, he's passed on more money to them, which, since it's not coming out of his back pocket, it means everybody sitting here and listening to this is going to bend over and take it up the tailpipe, because all these costs get passed on to you.
Oh, yes. Okay. Sounds like a debate for an open mic night where we're less PC.
Looks like I'll be upgrading the power banks and solar then.
Yeah, good time to get on the solar. Good time to get off grid. Polonium says you could have added £300 to that if you'd sacrificed your eye. Polonium offered £300 during my waxing for me to take both eyebrows off. Although it's a great cause, we've raised a lot of money. And by the way, it's not over. You can still donate all the way up until me finishing the cycle at the end of August. So please, links are below.
Well, hang on then. So here's a good idea, right? So if Polonium was going to give you 300 quid, right? Why doesn't Brian do one eyebrow for 150 when he meets you, and I'll do the other one for 150, and that'll be Polonium's 300 quid?
Brian's about to say, fuck off.
Sorry, do you mean take off your eyebrows, or you're going to come and meet me?
Yeah, no, I mean take off yours.
Oh,
yeah, I'm up for that, yes.
And then I'll wax the other one.
I thought you were volunteering to take one of your own eyebrows off.
No, you're the one who takes.
I thought he was throwing his eyebrow in front of me, like a hero, but no,
No,
clearly
me and
not.
Brian.
No, we'll take yours.
Yes, take yours.
Hold him down, Andy. He's struggling.
I can see Brian holding Mike down while Andy shaves Mike eyebrows.
I mean, shaving's probably is more acceptable than waxing them. The amount that was pulling on my leg, I don't fancy that. My eyelid will come out with it. So
Yeah, that was
Anyway.
a big video.
I kept my eyebrows. If you've
So
not seen
far.
that video yet, you need to go. There's more people in this live stream now than have watched the highlight reel. So go and
How
see it if
about-
you've not seen it.
If you don't manage to finish the bike ride, you have to do both your eyebrows.
Fine, I've no problem with that because I will finish. It's fine.
Not,
Listen,
not if
I've
Brian
read.
gets
Listen,
on with it.
listen. In my life, you could say a lot of things, but I've never had a problem finishing.
Right, Andy, you slash his tyres when you meet him, and I'll do them when I meet him.
You won't even need that. Is that unlucky? It'll just happen.
They'll catch fire.
Listen,
You're not wrong, mate. You're not wrong.
I've got to finish the distance no matter what. So even if it's like a Jamaican bobsleigh team, me walking across the finish line with a bike on my back, I will complete it. So I'll happily agree to that, knowing I'm going to do it. Break my leg in the first day you watch.
A broken leg and no eyebrows.
Miss Worms just posted that link to you getting silky smooth again, Mike.
Oh, thank you, Miss Worm. Thank you. Just, pay attention to the donations rather than the agony. It's good. I love Andy's comments. I'm not answering the door. Maybe I should subscribe to his channel. You should definitely subscribe to Andy's channel. Why haven't you not already? There's 141 people in here. Andy, tell them why they should subscribe to your channel. Go.
Because I've got loads of cool stuff on there.
Is that it? Is that the hard sell? Are we done?
That's all that, yeah. To be fair, mate, everybody who's in here, I feel like I've been doing these things long enough now. Everybody who comes to the chat, mate, who wants to subscribe to me, has already subscribed to me.
All right, fine. Fuck yeah, I won't promote you then.
Like, to be fair, mate, how long have we been doing these?
Has the Alien channel launched?
Yeah, that's up there, yeah. To be fair, mate, I only did the one video before I went to France, so I need to put some more stuff on there.
Well, we get.
Did you bring any
140
aliens back with you?
No.
We get 140 odd people in here, but by the time it airs and people watch the replays, there is like over 1,000 views on a lot of these. That's why I try and promote it, Andy. Just
No, I appreciate it, mate, but like I say, Miss Worm, Miss Worm promotes my channel like no one's business. So
All right.
if they're not, if they haven't joined now, they're not going to join, are they? I've just resented that fact now. I mean, they're not going to join. They're not going to join. Look at Jay still logging. How long have I known that guy? He's not subscribed. So if he's not summoned, some randomer from Colorado's not going to join, is he? 3 days later, watching this. So no point plugging it now.
Anyway, Barry, would you like to tell us about your channel?
Well, it's just a simple novice channel, just starting up from the novice's point of view. I've put a couple of small videos up today. So yeah, that's about it. Everything's a bit light-hearted. A bit like I'm being on here.
Excellent. Brian, give us a polished pitch.
God, that's asking a lot. Can he polish a turd? I tend to do videos that interest me, that are in line with what I think is most likely to go wrong in our lifetime. So it's got a slant towards power and coping with disruption to power, whether it's short term, long term, and different ways to do it. So I tend to promote solar power a lot, power banks, and keeping the lights on when things may go wrong, be it a power cut, be a snowstorm, short term, long term, whatever. That's my kind of direction of thought for prepping, and I tend to concentrate more on that than anything.
Excellent. That's how you do it, Andy. Just future reference.
So if the guy in Colorado is watching, please like and subscribe.
And
And tell your friends.
Tell your friends.
You know
tell
what? You know what? I wasn't even going to say anything, right? But literally, as I said that, something popped up, and it was like, Wheats has just subscribed to your channel.
There we go. A professor in the USA said the UK is in civil war already, early stages. I mean, that's what it looks like, but you just got to think of what the logistics of that entails and how it couldn't be possible in this country. Well, I mean, I'd like to think so. Nothing's impossible, but what would be your top prepper meal post SHTF? Oh, here we go. I think we've done something like this before, but we'll go around the table anyway. We'll start with Hawkins.
Has it got to be from my like prepper pantry, as if like proper the prepper side? I can't just get some like Wagyu burgers out the freezer and defrost them.
If your freezer's still running and you've got them in there, if it's part of your supplies, fair enough. But I mean,
Then
you've got to have it. Let's say 30 days has gone by.
Then
What have you got
I'll definitely have some beef burgers left. So yeah, I'd get a nice like beef burger out, probably 2 of them, double stack them, cheese, bacon, and then yeah, just anything that can just boost the fat content up a bit more. Maybe throw a bit of spam on top as well. That'd be nice.
Wow. All right. Okay. Luxury prepping after 30 days in the apocalypse.
Well,
Brian,
we've got Sully, you see.
Yeah. At the moment, till yours blows off the roof as well. SHTF happens just as they finish the stripping procedure on Hawkins'
don't
roof.
say that.
He wanted
already
solar.
crossed my mind.
He wanted solar. He hasn't even got tiles. Brian, what would your top prepper meal be?
My goodness, we're so nasty tonight. I like it. Probably prepper chum, mate. So it would be big pot, bag of pasta, make the pasta, some pasta sauce, hot dogs or hot dogs and meatballs, stick them in it, bit of salt, that's it. Plenty of carbs, nice hot meal, quick to make, cheap, and you can add more to as many people sitting there. So yeah, prepper chum.
Yeah. Cool. Andy?
Mince and dumplings, mate.
Mince and are we
My favourite
talking
meal, mate.
MRE or?
No. If it was post SHTF, mate, it'd be homemade one. That's what I would go for. My favourite meal. Yeah.
There we go. Best prepper meal, Barry?
It's got to be a full roast dinner, isn't it? Come on, whole shebang, veg, gravy, Yorkshire puddings,
Is that a prepper meal?
Post prepper meal. So yeah, that'd be it.
I feel like it's still got to be prepper themed, like from your preps.
I could probably manage it from the preps I've got.
I made a Christmas dinner from my preps. I don't know if anyone saw that one. That was quite interesting. But mine would be my version of prepper cowboy pie, which is a tin of sausage and beans, cut up bacon grill, all in one pan, and then instant mash over the top of it. Cowboy pie. Job done.
Oh, nice. I'll let you try that.
There you go. Cowboy pie. It's for the win. Bacon grill can be substituted with spam for people on a bigger budget than me, Thank you for the question. I love questions like that. We've only got a couple more, and I'll let you get away, guys, because it's been a while. Sorry. If you had to cook and eat one of the panel, who do you think would be the tastiest? After hearing Barry's description of that Sunday roast, he's tempted me, so I'm cooking Barry. Carry on. Andy.
I'm going to go Hawkins. when I'm, for one, it would be eating a Royal Engineer or Royal Engineer groupie. There'd be something poetic about it. And when I met him at the Scottish meet, I've got the impression that he lives like Henry VIII. So he just lives this regal life and eats and lives this luxurious life. So I'd go for Hawkins.
Lots of fat and flavours. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Like it. Barry, who would you eat?
Following on from what you've just said, I'd eat Brian.
Yeah. All right.
I am mostly fat and gristle. Why would you want to eat me? Eat somebody with a bit of muscle on them, for Christ's sake.
Volume-wise, you'd last
I'll
longer.
give you the shits, mate.
I mean, I had to rule Brian and Hawkins out anyway because I wouldn't want that aftertaste of Pepsi that's running through their veins. So. Brian, who in the panel would you eat? I don't know. These questions as you got stupid. It was supposed to be a serious one. This one.
I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to explain to the police when they come knocking at my door that I'm in some sort of mad cannibal club. That's what's going through my mind. I'd probably need to eat Hawkins because he's about one of the youngest on the panel. He's not abused his body as much as the rest of us. We've saw him at the prepper meet. He doesn't look like a melted candle, so yeah, we'll probably just chomp on him.
Cheers, mate. I think.
Pass the salt, baby.
Hawkins, who would you eat
Well,
and why?
Before Andy said me, I was actually thinking Andy, and what I was thinking was a pole right through him and put him on a spit roast while he's still alive, and just slowly cook him. And you know, like when you go to a kebab shop and they've got one of those like meat shearers and they take off the elephant's leg, like you just take a bit off Andy if you want a bit more.
You've thought too much about this in the pause.
That's a brilliant answer.
We gave him too much thinking time. We don't condone any of this behaviour, just so you know.
I think it was a good job I left on the Friday night.
Oh, that's what you meant, Hawkins, when you said we should spit roast Andy. I thought you meant in a mind.
He meant both. First was seasoning.
Oh. During SHTF, would anyone still use an ironing board so as to keep standards and look smart? I don't use one now.
Only as a weapon.
We have a non-crease mode on the dryer, so anything that needs to be ironed goes in that. So, anybody who uses an iron still, will you still be prim and proper in the apocalypse?
Don't use one.
Only for work, but not for normal stuff. No. I'd still be like a tramp.
Andy, will you still be ironing your number twos?
No, I still iron stuff now, but I definitely wouldn't be doing it in the SHTF.
No.
Smartest looking cannibal ever.
At least I've creases in my trousers as Hawkins shears my leg off with a kebab cutter.
Oh, excellent. Right. Another interesting. Has anyone learned dentistry? No, but I have done fillings on people with temporary filling stuff, and don't use the stuff that you get in the 2 coloured pots that crumbles. It's rubbish. There's stuff called Credent. Search for it on Amazon. And it's like plastic balls you melt, and it's a filling that lasts a lot longer. You could leave it in there for years. So come SHTF, if you had to put that in, and there's never going to be a dentist, it's going to last you a lot longer. So top tip, it's in my medical kit. It's just a tiny little bag of white plastic, boiling water, and it's easy to do. So there you go. I think that's it for our questions. That would be telling. I will answer for the whole panel. Yes, if we can. There's different means and methods. If you're going on a world sailing trip, you can get packs that Brian's invested in. If you, like me, and you just ended up with a backlog of them from different conditions and stuff, then you can do that. Keep an eye on dates. There used to be pet ones, but they've even policed on that now as well. So anyone else, any extras on antibiotics before I close that one off without incriminating yourself in any way?
I bought some for my 4-wheel drive trip that I was planning for South America, but then I forgot to go. So I've still got the antibiotics.
Oh, shucks. Oh,
If, for example, you were doing a tour or a cruise, you could legally go into a company called Anytime Doctor in the UK, and you'll put in your reasons, obviously your legitimate reasons, and they will send you a pack. It's expensive, it's about £90, but it'll have an array of different antibiotics for legitimate purposes.
Cool. There you go. Best advice you can give, and the general advice is yes. I would try and get them if you can. Any prescription medications, if you can keep extra, then it's always a bonus. There's also the antibiotic, the topical one that you can get. What's it called? Roger had it at the meet, Brian.
Oh, I've got to order that. Yes.
Neosporin. That's the one.
Neosporin, yeah.
There you go. That's another option for wounds and stuff like that. There is other questions coming in, but I'm very conscious I'm keeping the panel a lot longer than we should have been doing. So thank you. We'll do another Q&A at some point soon and catch up with the 70-odd questions that I've not read out, so I do apologise for that.
Were they as good as who would you eat first?
Yeah, we're going to have to do 2 Q&As back to back. One says sensible questions, one says idiotic, get the guys talking.
You read them out.
I'm purely a facilitator. That's all I am. I'm just here facilitating.
For getting us on a watch list?
Not another one, Brian.
Yeah, I've got a collection now.
Excellent. Well, thank you to the comments. There's been over 130 odd people in here the whole time. Really appreciated. If you can't do anything else, don't forget to like and subscribe, not just to me, but to all of these guys' channels who take their time out to come here and spend their time talking to you lot. It's the least you could do. Other links and stuff are below. All the links for the channels are in the description of this video, and the links to the stuff for my channel as well. Andy, any final thoughts and goodbyes to the peoples?
Yes, mate. So I'm at the MOS Midlands meet, mate, from Thursday through till Sunday. So if any of you guys are going, I've got a flag made, like the one that's behind Brian, with my logo on, and I'll stick that up so you know where I am. So if anyone's getting there the first night, guys, you won't be on your own. So be sure to find me, come over and say hello, and you can see me there.
Excellent. Awesome. Barry?
No, thanks to everybody for coming and popping along and keeping us entertained with their questions, etc. And thanks to my fellow people on the panel for putting up and having such a great time tonight.
Yeah. Brian?
Yeah, it's always a good laugh on here. Hi. I'll see whoever's there at the MOS meet. I'll stick the flag up. It'll be on the side of the camper van. What I was going to say on that, if you come over and introduce yourself, that's brilliant. But just bear in mind, I've no idea who you are, right?
Yeah, well,
So-
I said that, yeah. I forgot to say
If you
that.
want to at least give us a hint, it avoids me looking like I've swallowed a fly, because you know who I am, because you see me. But 9 times out of 10, I don't know who you are. So if you give me your Discord name or whatever, then at least I'll have a fighting chance of being able to have actually spoke to you, rather than 20 minutes later we've probably had a message or something, exchanged correspondence, and yet I didn't realise. So if you can do that at the start, at least it'll avoid awkward pauses.
Or you can get onto the. I've designed some Prepper Meat shirts specifically for this that say "My name is," and you can get it personalised with your user tag. So there you go. That'll help, Brian. Hawkins, any final thoughts and goodbyes for the peoples?
Yeah, it's really just kind of what sort of sauces do you want for your Andy kebab? Is it garlic mayo or is it just ketchup? Or like, what's everyone's favourite so I can get them in stock for the apocalypse?
Garlic mayo or ketchup? Where's the option of chili sauce? Surely that's
Well,
the only thing that
this is
goes
why
in
I'm
a kebab.
asking, you see.
Honestly. Right. Either way, as long as it's served with ice cold Coca-Cola and Lancashire tea, we don't care. Right, on that controversial note, we will end. Thank you, everyone. See you in another one.
See you, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
In the glow of embers dance, we've prepared for every chance, living simple, living true, with the dream we all pursue. In the glow of embers dance, we've prepared for every chance, living simple, living true, with the dream we all pursue.
I'm Brian! I'm Brian! I'm Brian! I'm Brian! I'm Brian and so's my wife! Right, take him away and release him. No, I'm only joking. I'm not really Brian.